Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the culture of the game. Our takes beyond the tape. I'm Jay Parker.
What's up, everybody? B Jax in the house with my man Parker.
Yeah, man.
How's it
Good to
going,
see you.
bro?
Man, good to see you, man. You all right?
I'm doing good, man. Man, it's hard to believe it's August and look, kids are back at school.
Yeah,
It's been a crazy summer, man. But yeah, just blessed to be here, man. And man, really interesting things going on in the sports scene. So just looking
yeah,
forward to talking about that.
yeah, man. Glad to be here tonight, man. It's
Mhm.
man, the heat. Let's talk about that. It's hot, man.
And not Blair. We're not talking about Blair's favorite team. We're talking about literal heat.
It's
Uh,
hot, man. Yeah, it's hot.
It was
It's hot.
101 degrees was the high yesterday, and that's without heat index. So,
Unbelievable, brother.
uh,
Unbelievable heat.
yeah,
Man, we're trying to hopefully everybody's staying safe, everybody's staying
yeah,
cool. And
hydrated,
yeah,
air
absolutely.
conditioned. Yeah,
Man, yeah. Man,
man.
I even saw something even far as tomorrow in the area, man. And we've had this a few days, code orange. And so man, it's a lot going on, man. But yeah,
Not good
man,
when the codes get close to red, bro. So
yeah.
the closer to red it gets, the worse it is. So
Closer to red it gets.
man,
Yeah,
not when the
man.
code red around here. So
No, listen. Orange is bad enough, brother. Orange is bad enough.
that's right. Yeah.
But yeah, man. So, man, you've been doing any traveling lately? You know, you the travel guy. You the travel guy.
Man, yeah, traveling to take the kids back, man. So went up to DC last week, take my daughter back, and of course, it's a business trip, taking them back, but did have a little bit of fun with family, and
Yeah,
it's always bittersweet dropping the kids off. But I love seeing them thrive in that environment and be excited about being in school. So did that, then went to Atlanta and moved my son back
okay.
down there. Same thing, hard work, but good to see him back with his homeboys, man, and just really excited about the school year. So you come back tired and having worked pretty hard, but you also come back feeling proud of your kids and
Man.
everything they're up to, man. So I know you're proud of your daughter and her feats that she does on the track and field. So how was it moving her back?
Oh my goodness, man. Moving is hard, brother.
It's
Moving is
hard,
hard.
man.
Shout
Goodness.
out to my son who stood me up. He's supposed to take care of the old man. Last minute change of room. It's all right. It's all
Yeah,
right. Love you, man.
yeah.
Love Josiah. But
Uh-huh.
no, serious. Matter shout out to him. He's gonna be 26 on
26.
Saturday, bro.
Happy birthday, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
That's a
man.
big time. When you're 26, you're a real adult, man. Real
Yep.
adult. Yeah.
Other
Mhm.
daughter, she's traveling, doing things,
Yeah.
man. So yeah,
Yeah.
man. Hey,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, but that moving is it's
No
man,
joke.
it's no joke. But it wasn't too bad. It wasn't
Been
too
doing it
bad.
in this heat too. Got to think
Yeah,
about that. Like, man,
yeah,
you 100 degrees trying to carry those big blue bags and
yeah,
all the
yeah.
other stuff. So yeah, it's not
And
easy.
well, thankfully tonight too, man. We
Yeah.
this time we had she's on the first floor, so
Oh,
you
that's
know.
good.
Oh man,
Yeah,
absolutely,
that is a
absolutely.
blessing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I
So
hear you.
tonight, everybody, we got a loaded show. We got Russell Westbrook has officially called it a career. The
Yeah,
Lakers have an over ownership situation that's getting messy. The NBA continues looking into the Kawhi Leonard Clippers situation, and football is back. So we're buying and selling. So we're gonna see are we buying or selling some teams tonight, man. So
yeah.
uh,
Right.
I'm excited about this, B Jacks, man. I know
Yeah.
we both collaborated, come up with some stuff, man. And
Hmm.
let's go ahead and jump in. Let's jump in tonight to Russell Westbrook, man. Russell Westbrook is retired. He has retired.
Yeah.
A shock to me, man.
Yes.
After 18 NBA seasons, one of the most explosive, and I mean explosive, man, point guards we've ever seen has retired. People don't remember this, but he was on that loaded UCLA team
That's
back in
right.
2008 when the Tigers made their run with Calipari. And
Yes.
man, and he was special then, but nobody
Yeah.
could see what was coming, man.
No.
And whether you love this style of basketball or criticize it, you can't tell the story of this era of the NBA without saying Russell Westbrook, man.
That's
He
right.
leads with a 2017 NBA MVP, 9-time NBA All-Star, 9 times All NBA, 2-time scoring champion, 3-time assist leader, NBA's all-time triple-double leader, average a
Yeah.
triple-double in 4 seasons, first since Oscar Robertson to average a triple-double for a season, and
Mhm.
an NBA 75th All-Anniversary team. He
That's right.
also finishes, man, his career 5th all-time in assists and 14th in points. So I'm going to ask this is the question I want to start out with, man.
Yeah.
Is he a Hall of Famer? My answer says, my answer to you is, and to our audience, first ballot, no question.
Yeah.
That's for me.
Yeah.
Man, it ain't even a discussion for me, man. An MVP, 9-time
Mhm.
All NBA selections, and the all-time triple double record. That's a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
And so, man, you tell me, what do you think? What do you think?
Yeah, yeah, 100%. I mean, he might as well get fitted for his jacket because as soon as his eligibility comes, he'll be in the Hall of Fame. I think look, the Basketball Hall of Fame is I don't want to say it's easy to get into, but it's not as hard as some of these other leagues
Yeah, I agree.
because college stats count, international counts, and so you do see a lot of people make it. But if it was just NBA Hall of Fame, he would still be first ballot, man. This guy's top 75 of all time, well deserved. Going back, I'm glad you mentioned that 2008 UCLA team
Yeah,
because
yeah.
that team had Kevin Love,
Oh,
that
yeah.
team had Tyus Edney, that team
Right.
had Bob Mute, I believe. They had a lot of pros on that team,
They
but
did.
they were scared of Memphis because Memphis used to punk teams back then. Just
And Memphis punked them.
they punked they absolutely except one guy.
I said one guy.
Russell Westbrook was not scared, and he was the
He
only guy that really fought on that
he
in that
he
game.
came. He came. He came. He
And
came for the fight.
I remember noticing that because you could tell the guy he was raw, but I loved how he competed. And then the sophomore year, he really blew up. You know what? When he retired, man, I think the thing that really struck me was 18 years. I can't believe it's been, that time has just flown by. 18 years in the league. Look, he's one of the best players of all time. I
Unbelievable.
do think
Oh, absolutely.
I always had some criticisms of Russell because I just don't think he fully knew how to play the position in a way that could have got him a chip. As great a player as he was, he didn't quite know how to elevate his teammates to the point and kind of dial himself back to where he could win. And the
Yeah.
guy played with Kevin Durant, played with LeBron James.
Yeah.
He played with some superstars, and he never got that chip. And honestly, sometimes the better the player he got around, kind of the worse, the more it affected his game in a negative way. And I
Sure.
think,
Yeah.
it's kind of emblematic of how players have been in this era, man. If you don't fit the way that they play, it doesn't bring the best out of them. And so, I have to be honest in that regard that I have to critique his game a little bit. But I will say he was a spectacle, man, a sight to see. Some of the
Box
most
office.
ferocious power dunks you'd ever see, and a guy who played
Box office.
hard every night. Like
He was box office, man.
he did not take breaks. He did not. He's not one of these guys who miss games
Yeah.
unless he was legit hurt. And yeah, we had never seen numbers like his since Oscar Robertson. You got to think that was in the '60s when Oscar was doing that.
He didn't cheat the
So
game, brother.
he
didn't
never
cheat.
cheated the game. Yeah.
Didn't cheat
So
the game.
respect to him and his family. I mean, I think Russ had trouble with the media. He
Yeah.
had trouble with some fans. He was kind of sensitive about certain things.
I loved it though.
A little bit of a target, but look, man, the guy was a great player,
Yeah.
and I salute him on not only his career, but also decided maybe now's the time. I mean, like you said, he could be on the NBA roster this year. He could definitely go overseas and get money.
Yeah.
But he decided, you know what? If I got to be a backup on the Sacramento Kings, it's time for your boy to roll out.
Hey, Washington
So-
it's reported that Washington offered him a 2-year contract. And he said, nah.
Interesting. I mean, and it
That would've
could
been
be
nice,
that
though. That'd been
he's
nice.
an LA guy, man. He may have wanted to be around his family. So
Out west, for sure.
yeah.
Out west,
Yep.
for sure.
Yeah.
Top 10 point guard ever?
Wow, let's name them out, man.
Magic. You got Magic. You got Steph.
Magic, Steph Curry,
Oscar. Oh, the big O. Oscar
Big
Robertson.
O, Isaiah Thomas,
Isaiah Thomas for sure.
the Pistons, Isaiah Thomas. That's
Yeah.
4.
Chris Paul.
That's 5. John Stockton,
John
got to put him.
Stockton. Yep.
6.
That's
Gary
6.
Payton to me.
The glove. Oh, the glove.
Glove.
Absolutely.
Glove
Got the
is
glove.
7. What
Yep.
about Jason Kidd?
Oh, without a doubt. Oh,
That's
yeah.
8. So let's think. I mean, there's probably room for Russell. There's probably room for him in that
Top
back
10.
end. Yeah.
Even
yeah.
if he's 10,
look,
for sure.
do you put the Bob Cousins of the world back there? I think you got to, just because they dominated the era. But
he's not top 5, but I have him comfortably in top 10. I have him comfortably.
I think top 10. I think he's in there.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought about this, man. I asked myself, did triple doubles become undervalued because of Russ? And I'm gonna say absolutely. Before Westbrook, averaging a triple double, man, Brent B. Jacks sounded almost impossible. Then he did it so often that people started acting like it wasn't impressive. I mean, he averaged 31.6 points per game, 10.7 rebounds per game, and 10.4 assists per game during his MP season. That's absurd, man.
Yeah, I mean, look, man, if you're consistently getting triple doubles, there's some stat pattern probably going on. I mean, I think that was always why people kind of tried to diminish it with Russell. But I mean, look, did Steven Adams give him some rebounds? 100%, because we saw how Steven Adams rebound with the Grizzlies.
For sure.
And so, did he block out for Russ? Yeah, sure, but still. It's hard to get triple doubles, man, especially when you're a 6'3" guard, to get that many rebounds, as physical as the league is, and also to be able to have that ability to make plays like he did. So I give him credit, man, to do it that many times. He mentioned he thinks he's the best rebounding guard of all time, and the numbers probably back him up on that. So and rebounding is probably is one of the more underrated parts of the game, man. You cannot, especially defensively, the possession is not over till you get the ball.
That's right.
So I think rebounds are key. So yeah, it got diminished, I think, a bit unfairly with a guy like Russell, but I always respect guys who can fill the stat sheet up like that.
So Brandon, let's do this.
Yeah.
Give me your final take on Russell Westbrook.
Dominant athlete and power guard. I heard somebody use that term around him, and I think it fit him perfectly. He and Derrick Rose were power guards. 6'2", 6'3" guys built like running backs who could jump out the gym. Look, played on some amazing Thunder teams, man. I loved when the Grizzlies played the Thunder back in the day. Because they had the KD that to me is one of the best players I've ever seen.
Absolutely.
In that time. And Russell was right there with him, backing him up. So
for sure.
Dominant athlete. I think he just never quite got if he had just a smidge of Chris Paul or Jason Kidd basketball IQ, the guy would have a couple rings. So ultimately he didn't quite have that piece of it, but he was a heck of a player to watch. So I appreciate his career. How would you describe it?
Russell Westbrook wasn't perfect. You named some things, but I will take somebody, B-Jax, who plays too hard over somebody I have to beg to compete. If I have to beg you to compete, I don't need you. And every night, Russ played like somebody had insulted him personally.
He did. He truly angry, man. The boy was angry out there.
Man, he was angry, brother. So man, I just, I absolutely love the way he played. And I was honestly too hard on Russ sometimes. Just me when I look back at it, man, because it happens like that sometimes. Sometimes when people retire, I'm gonna tell you what something else. Did you get a chance to see KD's post about him?
I did. I was just thinking. I love that KD did that. Because we know those guys had their disputes.
Yeah,
I think they were cool at times, but they also had their issues. But what I will say, man, is that for him to comment about his career in that manner, to talk about the family, I think sometimes, man, you don't realize that you're in the good days when you're in the good days.
Yeah.
And when I think about that Thunder team of Russell Westbrook, Kevin Durant, James Harden,
Oh,
Serge Ibaka,
oh,
what a team, man! What a time. They beat that veteran Spurs team
yeah,
that dominated the Heat in the finals, and then fought the Heat in another final series, which shows you the ability they had, man. And it's a shame that we never got to really see it in its full fruition. But 3 MVPs on one team.
is is
I don't know
is
if you'll ever see that again, man.
is it safe to
Ever.
say the relationship you just described? It kind of, and people say I'm crazy. It reminds me of Shaq and Kobe.
Well,
Because I'm not gonna say it's dominant,
yeah,
right? But
yeah.
the fact of after it was all over, they looked at each other like, man, hey, you got it,
But
bro.
you know what, man? A lot of people to this day
Yeah.
clown Kevin Durant for moving to the Warriors, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
I understood it because I think what he wouldn't say, and I respect him for not saying it, is probably I'm not sure I could win with this guy. As great as he is, I'm not sure we could win together. And I think that's ultimately why he left the Thunder. I think
Yeah.
there were other factors, but I think especially when Golden State came back in that series. Remember, Golden State was down 3-1 in that series and came
Absolutely.
back to win it. And I
Absolutely.
think in the moment, KD was just like, I don't know if I could win with this guy. And I think in some ways he was proven right because Russ just never quite look. Even though he won the MVP, man, his team only won 47 games. I think that may be one of the lower numbers we've ever seen from an MVP.
Yeah.
And in a lot of ways, that's the nugget that's going to really encapsulate Russell's career. Like, could he dominate the game? Absolutely. Did he have to have a certain type of team to do that? Yes. I think I heard somebody in the podcast mention this, and it blew my mind because I couldn't believe it. But apparently, in that season, this guy he averaged missing 14 shots a game.
Yeah,
I couldn't believe it.
that's incredible. That's
So
incredible.
what that means is you putting up 25 to 30 shots a night as a point guard. That is hard to believe. And I know the game has changed. Point guards are scores now, but I think, stuff like that is kind of the reason why Russ just never could get to that championship level. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. Hmm.
Well, good opening segment, Brandon. Good, good.
Yeah.
And B Jackson and Parker didn't go at it.
Right. Rare.
Let's
Rare.
right. Let's
Hmm.
go from a player leaving the game to one of the basketball's most valuable
And Parker's
franchise
favorite
dealing with
franchise.
major ownership drama. The Lakers are being
Uh,
valued at approximately $12.5 billion
yeah.
in the
Yeah.
latest ownership transaction involving uh, uh, Bob
Bob Iger. Yeah.
Iger, yep, and
Hmm.
Josh Kushner. But
Yeah.
the Buss family's remaining ownership has created dispute over control. The situation, Brandon, has become complicated because Jeannie Buss is fighting efforts involving the family's remaining stake and her position as a Lakers governor. And I just saw another guy said he's not going to sell it either. It's like
I didn't see that. Yeah.
yeah.
Hmm.
So is this embarrassing for the Lakers? Absolutely.
Yeah.
For a franchise this prestigious, like them or not, love them or hate them, I don't like seeing ownership uncertainty become part of the story. The
Yeah.
Lakers aren't just another NBA team. I don't care if you don't like them. I don't care who you're a fan of. The Lakers are not just another NBA team. You want me to name them? Magic, Kareem, Kobe, Shaq, LeBron,
West.
Jerry
Wilt.
West. Right.
Yeah.
I mean, the list
Yeah.
goes on and on.
Hmm.
18 NBA championships. The
Yep.
Lakers, man, in my opinion, should operate like one of the gold standards of professional sports. So, Brandon, you got my answer. Yes. Is this embarrassing for the Lakers?
Yeah, it's embarrassing for the Lakers. It's a little bit worrying for the league in some regard. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
if you're Adam Silver and you're seeing a franchise in your league go for 12.5 billion, that makes you feel good. But then seeing one of the crown jewels of your league get flipped after 2 years, that's not good. I don't think it's a good thing when you're seeing franchise getting flipped like real estate, right? Something's going on here, right? The guy who owned the team, I think, he's in trouble.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got money problems. He's got the feds on him. You know, this could get really ugly. He might have money from private equities, the Saudis. It could be really damaging for him.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the reasons the sale happened so quickly. But think about that in 2 years, $2.5 billion of profit. I mean, that's some serious business.
Yeah.
I'm blown away by the values of these franchises nowadays because I looked in 2012, Robert Parra bought the Grizzlies for $377 million.
Yeah. Yeah.
If I saw this is me.
Yeah.
If I'm Robert Parra and I see the Lakers sell for 12 and a half,
12 and a half.
and I'm seeing articles saying the Grizzlies are at least worth $3 billion. Your boy's getting that for sale sign out with a quickness. I'm out. Give me my billions of dollars. So it makes me worry a little bit that there are not many, even though the rich are getting richer and there's more billionaires in the world, there's not that many guys and women that have that much money.
Yeah.
And it makes you wonder, why are people getting into this sports ownership?
Yeah.
It's not because they love the team or the game necessarily. It's because they want the power.
Yeah.
They want the prestige. They want the asset.
Yeah.
And basketball didn't used to be about that. There have been plenty of bad owners, but they did have some type of love for the game. I mean,
for sure.
Buying the league for $377 million, okay, that a lot of people could have done that back then. For $12.5 billion, there's not many people that could do that.
No.
And so to me, that's a concern. I don't think it's good for the league. I think you're seeing the Celtics go for what, $6 billion, $7 billion last year. You're seeing these other franchises that are getting sold for billions. Yeah. And it really is a high stakes game. And
it's a high stakes game for sure, man.
I don't know if the league really
this.
Can embrace this, but you're seeing it in all sports, man. I see Jeff Bezos is involved with buying Liverpool, which is a famous soccer team in England, and these rich folks are just starting to spread their wealth in areas where it makes you just a little uncomfortable.
So I got another question. I'm gonna pitch this to you, but I want you to go first. Right?
Yeah.
Should the Butler family let it go? Should they finally let it go?
I think, look, so here's what we know about that situation. There are 6 Bus kids, I believe, that are involved in this situation. 5 of them want to sell the stake. The only one who doesn't want to is Jeannie, who has been running the Lakers for a long time after a power struggle with her brothers, right? I think Jeannie needs to let it go. I mean, now Jeannie probably doesn't want to because Jeannie's the governor of the Lakers for another 4 years. That was part of the sale that she did with this guy, Mark Walter guy. So, of course, she doesn't want to give up that. But I think, look, man, it's messy. I think there's some sibling rivalry stuff going on that's pretty deep. I don't know. Did you ever watch the show Succession?
Yeah, man.
He's come on HBO. It reminds you of that, like these are siblings who had the dad who he didn't know who to give the business to, and they stabbed each other in the back countless times to run it. And right now, I think they're basically saying, Jeannie, you got to roll out. But Jeannie's lowering up. She's fighting for her stake. We'll see what happens. It's a mess, man. Adam Silver, he's got a lot going on with aspiration, with the Clippers, with the situation going on with the Lakers.
Mm-hmm.
He's got, with the players who are just not playing enough games. And honestly, with this salary cap that's forcing teams to make moves that fans don't like it, players I don't think like it, the owners I don't think like it. So there's a lot going on with the league. And we hadn't even talked about WNBA, which is a whole nother beast. In the portfolio. So it's a lot going on, man. It really is.
Now, do I think the Bus family should let it go. I say yes if the new ownership, new ownership is right.
Yeah.
Um, Dr. Bus's legacy doesn't have to disappear because his family no longer controls the Lakers.
Right.
That's what I honestly believe.
Yeah.
Uh, I think for me, the question shouldn't be how do we keep the Bus family if I'm the Lakers.
Mm-hmm.
It should be who gives the Lakers the best opportunity to win for the next 20 years. And did they really look at that when they start selling and all this stuff? Maybe, maybe not. But ultimately, I think yes, they do need to let it go. Should Jenny Buss remain governor? That's something you brought up. Only if the new ownership believes she's the best person for the job, not simply because her last name is Buss.
Yeah.
Um, uh, but tradition, man, can't become entitlement. Jerry Buss,
Yeah.
man, he built the Lakers into an empire, bro, and we gotta give him his
Yeah.
credit. And the
Yeah.
best way to honor that is to make sure the empire keeps winning. You know.
Yeah.
Speaking of, LA got some LA smoke going on, brother. Because
Man.
you go right, it used to be right down the hall
Yeah. That's
to the
right.
Clips.
The Clips.
Let's jump in there, man. The Clippers,
Yeah.
Kawhi Leonard, and the Clippers. What happens next, man? Let me get so those of you may not know. Let's give you some
Mm.
background story.
Yeah.
Now we got a story that potentially goes beyond basketball. To be honest with
Yeah.
you, the
Mm-hmm.
NBA continues um, investigating allegations involving Kawhi Leonard, uh, as well as the Clippers owner Steve Ballmer, whose name
Yeah.
always comes up every few years. Good lord.
Yeah. Former
And
Microsoft CEO.
right,
Yeah.
right, right.
Mm-hmm.
And an alleged $28 million endorsement arrangement involving aspiration.
Yep.
So the question is whether there was any attempt to circumvent NBA salary cap rules. Uh,
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, nobody can say that the Clippers cheated. And the reason why, because the investigation has not came to that conclusion. You can't safely say that.
Well,
Well, let me say,
go
hold on. And the
ahead.
NBA
Go ahead. Let me hear you.
and the NBA has pushed back against reports claiming
That's
investigators
right.
have already
Yeah.
cleared Ballmer. All right.
That's right. Yeah. He
So
released that, not
he
the
did.
league. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
Uh-huh.
So let
Yeah.
me ask you.
Yeah.
Somebody asked me because they know we do this. Should the NBA be investigated? 100% yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. $28 million connected to a company with ties to an NBA owner is enough for me to say the league has got to investigate this, man.
Yeah.
But investigating
Yeah.
something and proving wrongdoing are two completely different
Can be
things.
very difficult.
So,
Yeah.
so that's where I land on this. Where you at, man?
No, I mean, so really, I don't think anybody's disputing that Kawhi got $28 million, right? What Bomber is saying is like, hey, they fooled me. They duped me. I didn't know this was happening. They took advantage of a situation. We did not knowingly do anything wrong. And there's a possibility that that's true. But here's what is weird about the situation to me. For $28 million, do you think you could just send out a tweet? Would you shoot a commercial? Would you shout him out? Like, I don't understand what Kawhi and his people were thinking with this. Look, we know he's a different type of guy. You know, he has been his entire career. He definitely has moved out of situations that he didn't care for. Whatever happened to San Antonio,
Yeah.
he gets the chip with Toronto, then immediately leaves, which you rarely see anything like that.
Got his uncle involved in all this.
Well, and people look, other franchises are saying the uncle went around saying, "Hey, if you do this, this, and this, Kawhi will come." Stuff that they were like, "Nah, we're not doing that."
Right.
Like we want the guy, but we're not doing that. So
That's right.
that leads me to believe that Uncle Dennis was willing to like, "Hey, look, if you scratch my back,
Yeah, for sure.
Kawhi will scratch you." And I think.
Yeah, man.
The weird part about this is why didn't Kawhi just do the least bit? Because even look, a tweet is not worth $28 million, but if you did the tweet, it's up to you and the company to figure out whether that's fair market value. And if the company says, hey, that's all we needed, a tweet from Kawhi will make us $30 million.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it doesn't, even if it's not true, they could say this. That's what we thought. That's what we believed. But nobody can find anything that he did for these corporations. I mean, look, man, I think this happens a decent amount. I do. We've seen situations of players who have stayed with teams and taken less money than they could get on the market.
Sure.
And my guess is that they probably are taken care of in some form or fashion, either now or later in their career, or after their career is over.
On the table.
So, I it's a very interesting case. I think the league needs to probably let it go and really maybe do something with Kawhi, maybe suspend him for a few games, not a lot, but maybe 5 games, just to kind of be like, hey man, just be above board with this stuff. If you're going to endorse a company, endorse a company.
Well, listen, they got somebody asked, what's the big deal? It's a huge deal. Let me tell you why.
Mm-hmm.
Let's bring this up, Brandon.
Yeah.
It's a big deal because it can create competitive balance.
Sure.
The entire salary cap, now you the money man, tell me if I'm wrong. The entire salary cap system depends on everybody playing by the same financial rules.
Right.
Listen, watching sports all our life. So come on. Think about it. If a team can officially play player X another $25 million because of the cap, but an owner could arrange an outside company to give him $25 million.
Yeah.
Then what's the point of having a salary cap? That's why it matters.
Absolutely. No, you're right. You're 100% right.
So the question: what should happen if a circumvention is proven? The punishment has got to hurt.
Yep.
Would you? Not a small fine, man.
Yes.
Look, Steve Ballmer is worth billions. You can't punish a billionaire with what amounts to pocket change.
No, you'd have to take draft picks and probably suspend him.
Absolutely.
This is your team, but you cannot come to games for a year. Something to that regard. That's
draft
really
picks, major fines, suspension. Man, contract consequences are on the table for me.
100%.
Man, if intentional salary cap circumvention is proven, I want punishment so severe enough that another owner says, "I'm never going to try that."
That's right.
I'm never going to try it. It ain't fair to the Grizzlies. And I'm just saying, any team,
these small markets, man,
large markets too. If you're doing that,
that's right.
Just because I'm in a large market don't mean I'm not playing by the rules.
Think about this, Parker. When David Stern was commissioner, I forget what it was. Minnesota did something that was under the table with Joe Smith. I don't know if you remember that. And they punished Minnesota pretty severely in terms of draft picks and some other stuff. So look, man, either the cover up by the Clippers was amazing. And it's possible. I mean, when you got a lot of money, you can probably engender the type of loyalty, because really what you need is a whistleblower. And what they have not been able to find in the investigation is a whistleblower. Now, people from Aspiration have said, but that's not the Clippers. And that's where I go back to where maybe Kawhi gets punished.
That's what I want to ask you.
Yeah.
Does this hurt Kawhi's legacy?
No, not really. Not really.
Well, my answer
Kawhi's a mercenary, man. Yeah.
But my answer will be not yet. Because I can't attach something to Kawhi legacy until somebody proves he did something wrong, and that's important. If evidence eventually establishes misconduct, then we got to have that conversation.
Well, I think the other part here that is important to this conversation, because if this wasn't the case, I think this would have much more scrutiny, is the Clippers experiment with Kawhi has been not only a failure, in my mind, a colossal failure, right? You didn't even, you made the conference finals one time when Kawhi was hurt, actually.
Right.
But that's the furthest you went. You regularly lost in the playoffs. And then to get Kawhi, his guy, He had to have Paul George. You traded the guy who is one of the top 3 players in the league.
There you go.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
There you go. There you go.
So the move to get Kawhi turned out to be a colossal failure. I'll say this though. If that had not been the case, and if the Clippers had a championship and this guy got $28 million under the table, the scrutiny for this would be really heavy and hard.
Yeah.
And I think that's the only reason. But in terms of Kawhi, I mean, look, man, Kawhi's a mercenary as a player. Nothing wrong with that, man. Get paid if that's how you want to do your career. But I do think we've known for a while that Kawhi, he has his ways about him, right? Like the guy, one of the reasons he want to go back to LA is because I think he lives in the San Diego area.
Yeah, for sure.
He basically wanted to go home every night. And it's just like, well, okay, man, like you're an NBA player, like in LA. I think you can buy a house in LA and be okay, but whatever, man. This is how certain guys expect to be treated when they make it to the league when you're a superstar. So, look, it looks like LeBron James might be living in New York. Not mad at him. He
I ain't mad at him.
It's LeBron James. If his wife and daughter want to live in NYC and he wants to be with them,
do it.
More power to him. If I was a Philly fan, I'd be like, as long as you play for us, it's cool with me. So
man, we're gonna land here tonight. NFL preseason.
Yeah.
Who are we buying and selling? Let's switch gears a little bit because NFL football is back. We're in the preseason. Yep. Everybody's excited about their rookies. Somebody's backup quarterback looking like Joe Montana. And somebody has already decided their team is going to the Super Bowl. Okay.
Tighten up, man. Tighten up, Parker. Tighten up.
Oilers. I'm sorry. My bad. So
they got the old colors.
Yeah,
back,
right. So let's play. Let's play buying or selling. We're gonna play a game buying or selling. All right.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
I'm buying young players. Preseason absolutely matters for young players. Why? Man, you're looking at how rookies process NFL speed, quarterback decision making, receiver separation, offensive line depth. What else? Defensive rookies, position battles. So are you buying young players? You selling?
Yeah, I mean, I'll buy the young guys. I mean, I think in the league, you have to have. Look, this is a very challenging physical sport. So the less hits you have, probably the fresher you're going to be for a while, even if you lack the experience. And if you're young, as long as it's not a quarterback, usually you're probably going to be all right. So I do think having some youth on your side, like the Titans, is a positive thing, for a team. So
all right. Question: buying and selling preseason records.
Selling. Doesn't matter. It's preseason. I agree.
We agree on that. Completely irrelevant. I don't care if my team goes 3-0 or 0-3 preseason. I couldn't care less. Without looking it up, Brandon. Without looking it up. Don't cheat.
Yeah, okay.
Tell me the preseason record of the last Super Bowl champion.
Wow. So that was Seattle, right?
It don't matter. That's the answer.
I was about to say 1-4. So but you're right.
I don't know. Because it's exactly my point. It don't even matter, man.
Look, these guys they're learning the system, they're getting in shape. That's all it is. Most of these games, the second string is playing the entire second half, if not some of the first half. So yeah.
Are you buying or selling position battles?
No, I mean position battles matter. And they, you will see some surprises. I mean, think about this. And this is a guy that I know you've been a fan of for a long time, and he's retired now. But I remember years ago, Green Bay had a quarterback, backup guy who was well regarded. He gets a free agent deal, or he either get traded, one or the other, to Seattle, and he gets beat out by Russell Wilson.
There you go.
And I was shocked. I'm like, wait a minute. Russell Wilson, the guy who plays baseball, went to Wisconsin, and years later they win the Super Bowl, and everybody saw the reason. Man. We also saw this with Dak Prescott, right? I think Romo got hurt, but Dak came in, and once he got that gig, he didn't let it go.
Next time you saw him, he was in the booth, man.
That's right. Yes, he was. And I'm not sure if we're gonna be there this year, but anyway, I think yeah, position battles do
Yeah,
matter this time of year. We don't know what's gonna happen in
yeah.
Cleveland right now.
I'm watching that one.
So there's a lot of battles
I'm
going on.
watching that one, man.
Yep. I know you
I'm
are.
buying it.
Yeah.
I'm buying position battles because this is what makes
Yep.
preseason interesting. Um,
Hmm.
Backup quarterback battle, always like you said. Honestly, what people don't realize, man, I love NFL, I love football.
Yeah.
Running back 2 and 3, that's
Yeah.
that's that's important.
Hmm.
Wide receiver 3 and 4,
Yep.
you know, offensive line battle, secondary, special teams. Those players are actually fighting for jobs, man. You can go from
Yeah.
selling groceries, packing groceries, Kurt Warner to the NFL. I'm just
Yep.
saying, man. So
Yeah.
it's
I mean, we
literally
all we all know Brady was
oh,
6th round pick.
oh,
I
absolutely,
think Richard Sherman
yeah,
6th rounder.
oh,
So
yeah, yeah, yeah,
you never know what a Hall of Famer is gonna pop up and be a big time player for you, no matter where
absolutely,
they're drafted. So yep,
absolutely, absolutely, man.
yeah.
Um, Buying or selling star player hype.
You know what, man? I'm kind of selling on that because how many players on the Seahawks can you name? I can name a few. I mean, Smith and Jigba, I think the receiver, of course, Darnold, quarterback. But that's about it, man. Not a lot of other guys, and they dominated the Super Bowl. So
Yeah,
I think, I think you at quarterback. Look, coaches matter a lot in football. I think depth and all around quality matters. If you have a good defense and a good line and a style of play that's difficult.
yeah,
So I look at the Rams. Now the Rams have star power, but they got a great coach.
yeah,
And if they got big Aaron Donald in the middle and Miles Garrett in the end, and if they
oh
keep
man,
Stafford healthy, and you
oh,
got Puka Nakua and Devontae Adams on the out
Devontae
wide, look, man, that's a
Parker.
serious team. We've seen the Eagles with all the quality they have, what they've been capable of. So I think it's about. I don't think star power. I think it can be a little overrated in the NFL.
It's different from the NBA for sure.
It is, yeah.
I'm
Mhm.
selling it for another reason. I'm selling because I'm just looking at especially the preseason. If my established franchise quarterback completes 4 passes in the preseason, I ain't learned nothing new.
Yeah,
You don't need Patrick Mahomes proving he's Patrick Mahomes in August.
right.
You know, I tell some track kids get to train every now and then, man. Look, you start when it's cold in February or whatever here in Tennessee, or if you're training a little bit before that. Whole point, the first
That's
meet
right.
is probably March. I don't
Yeah,
care what you do in March. Are you going? Where you gonna be in May? You know what I'm saying? June.
yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, it's the
Mhm,
same thing. I'm selling too. Are you
mhm.
buying or selling health?
You got to buy health. I mean, man, coming out of the preseason relatively unscathed is going to be big. And we know, unfortunately, like the first month of the season, you tend to see a lot of injuries because guys are, it's their first time really getting hit, first time really running top speed. You're still, look, the weather is going to be crazy. I mean, you look at a team like the Titans, you look at a team like the Dolphins, when they play at home games in September, it's 90 plus out there. So that could have an impact on teams. But yeah, you gotta be healthy in the NFL.
Yeah,
I mean, we saw, the Pats didn't look fully healthy in the Super Bowl. Some of these players were banged up and it affected them. Lamar Jackson, I don't think he was healthy last year and he had a subpar season. So yeah, you gotta be healthy. Got to.
I meant me too. I'm buying it because the
Hmm.
the only thing, the greatest accomplishment any NFL player can do right now, other than improve a little bit, maybe, is stay healthy.
That's it.
Walking off the field healthy, man. That's the
Yeah.
only thing that really matters. Um,
Hmm.
all right. I want you to do something, right? Name one team that you're buying heading toward the regular season and one team you're selling. I'm watching.
Team that I'm buying. You know what? I'm a fall for the trap, I think, and I'm going to say the Bears. I think Caleb is ready to be a star, and I think they got the right coach. I think they got enough of a running game, and they got a solid defense. And that's a tough division. I mean, I think when you look at Detroit, Minnesota, pretty good competition around them. But I think the Bears, man, I think they might be ready to do a little something.
You buying the Bears to do what? Man, you see, you got a problem. When you go to the zoo, you go to one section. The bear. You see, the Bears and the bear. Then you got the
Grizzlies.
Oh,
yeah,
I'm all
about. I'm Bear Nation around here, man. Bear Nation.
You buying them to do what?
We're not hibernating, Parker. I know that's what you want. I know that's what you want.
We're
not hibernating this year. We're going in the river, and we're gonna find the salmon swimming upstream.
That's dumb.
We're gonna catch it.
That's absolutely dumb.
We're gonna eat the salmon because we need our omega-3s. We need our protein.
All right, all right. Yeah. I can say put your money where your mouth is. Put the numbers where your mouth is. How many games are the Bears winning this year?
12. 1, 2. 12. 12-5.
So they're making the playoffs.
12. Are they making the playoffs? Playoffs.
Where are they going to finish in the NFC North?
NFC North, they're going to be first in the division. First in NFC North.
So I'll buy the Bears being better. I'm not ready to put them as serious NFC contender yet.
Well, that's because you don't want to lay it on the line, man. I get that, right?
Let me ask you.
You're about lukewarm takes.
If Chicago doesn't make the playoffs, is it a failure?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you got to keep going. I mean, look, 12-5 is a lofty standard, but you got to make the playoffs. I really do. Now, I don't know what team you're picking. My guess, actually, I do know what team you're gonna pick. All right, the city name starts with a C. It's you know what? It's the same as Chicago Bears, except it's Cleveland and Browns. I know that's your team. Don't deny it. And I'm going to tell you, that team probably may have one of the worst records in the NFL. Saying it now. They're going to march for Arch.
So let me get this straight. I'm buying two teams. Now, the teams that we buy don't mean that they're our favorite. Okay, just like the Bears are not your favorite.
Sure.
So let's get this straight. I'm buying the Browns, but I'm buying the stock real low. I'm not telling you Cleveland is going to Super Bowl. I'm saying
I know we can buy penny stocks. This is a penny stock.
I believe that they are a team that I think can outperform what people expect. And that's important. That's the whole point of buying. I'm not supposed to buy a team after everybody knows they're good, Brandon.
They're going to march for Arch.
That's a big surprise. You pick the Bears. Oh, wow.
For Arch. Look, they're going to be taking with the Raiders to get Arch Man. We already know this.
No. I got another team I'm buying, believe it or not. I'm buying New England Patriots.
What?
New England. I'm saying I think they're ready to make another step. I'm not necessarily saying Super Bowl, but I am buying them as a team that can make noise, a lot of noise, because they were close.
Parker, I thought you cared about family values.
Listen,
I thought that mattered to you.
My prediction is
you're telling me my prediction the guy that you admire.
Listen, the team. My prediction is 10-11 wins and a playoff berth. If you want a slightly safer pick, I go with listen, not mine, because I can't stand this team. Never have. I like Shannon Sharp, but I didn't like the team. I'd go with Denver Broncos. If you want a bolder pick,
Tennessee Titans.
Absolutely not. I'm leaving it at that. I'm leaving it on cliffhanger. Hey, this is a team that has, I think, potential, man. if the Jaguars can get together, man,
I was thinking about the
they
Jags.
they have they have a trifecta out there at wide receiver.
Yeah.
Man, that's dangerous, man. Minnesota got some man.
Minnesota got Justin Jefferson, who's probably the best in the league, but
he got 2 more to go with him, brother.
Jacksonville got some cold ones. I think Trevor finally turned the corner last year. And the running back, like what they got, Etienne, I believe.
And I'm gonna tell you,
he's pretty nice.
You might not like him, but my guy from Dion's camp, if he can stay healthy, man.
Travis, yeah.
Travis,
look, he can't have a worse year than last year. So I'm hopeful. And you know, my thing is, man, look, stop with the two-way stuff, bro. Just play one side of the ball and master that.
Here you go. Oh, old school. Okay, here you go. All right.
Did that work for him last year? Did I miss something? I mean,
it did work. He didn't have a bad year. He got hurt. So stop that. You want to get up off of Travis, man? You gonna get up off of Travis?
Y'all, it's getting late. I think.
Yeah, you need to go sleep. That's just.
I think Parker
go sleep 6 o'clock.
He getting a little punchy right now. Listen, you all. I want you to know that Parker's a Cleveland Browns fan, right? And he has chosen his life. He's chosen his life. It's a lot like Bane in the Batman movies. This is the life he chose.
So I think they're gonna go with Deshaun Watson because they done paid him all their money. I think they got to go with him because of the money. I think they paid him all the money, right? I think they go with him.
Can they trust him?
Not if he got to get a massage.
I hope he doesn't get sore during the season. Listen, the Browns are going to be terrible. We know this. I agree with the Jacksonville pick.
They offensive wait a minute, man. Their offensive line, God. Man, Shador might as well be back in Colorado.
You and I could block for the Browns.
Man, a brown paper sack can block better than them.
I think so, and that's what they're going to try to roll out there. I don't know, man. I think the Raiders are going to be terrible. The Browns are going to be terrible. There's definitely some bad teams in the league. The Patriots are going to be interesting.
Mendoza's going to be all right, though. Mendoza's going to be pretty good.
Maybe. I'm not sold on Mendoza, to be honest with you.
Hey, I'm with you. I'm with you on that. I'm
not sold on him.
Yeah, well, I get what Indiana.
But it's hard to evaluate quarterbacks and know what they're going to be, man. I gave up on that a long time ago. I really can't tell. I do think Cam Ward impressed me last year.
I'm sure you did. Shador would have been a better pick when you get through talking. I don't know what you're talking about, man. We know the truth. The only reason they did him like that because he's Deion's son. Don't play with me, man.
I dang near did a Tony Allen on you, bro. When Rashad McCants was on the show and he had to go to, he like, boy, commercial. Our sponsors are look.
I don't care what you say. If
the culture of the game, our takes beyond the tape. I think it's time to go. Check us out, TCO the game on our Instagram.
No, man, that's disrespectful right there, bro.
Look,
you know the truth. We don't have a few more minutes. And we have a few more minutes. I'm telling you, man. So you don't think Shador would have been a good fit?
I need you to say this for the tape. I need you to say this for the tape. Because this is serious stuff. You're saying to me that a guy who got picked in the 6th round or 7th round, should have been the number 1 pick in the draft over Cam Ward.
He was supposed to be a top 5. Don't play with me. You know he's supposed to be a top 10 at least, or a top 5. Everybody had him going. Evaluators had him going, but they didn't do it because of he's Deion Sanders' son. Let's tell the truth. Man, listen, we're not going to rehash history, but it's the truth. And I'm telling you, he's going to prove the world wrong. So you're saying he's a bad quarterback. You agree with him falling to the 5th?
Is he a good quarterback? Is that what you're saying?
He absolutely is. You saying he's not? No, this is breaking news. I've never heard you have this take. Are you serious?
Is he a good quarterback? Is he a good quarterback?
Yes. And I'm not saying because he's Deion. No, he's a good quarterback. Come on, man.
What
You don't think
metrics are
he
we
is?
use? Not really. What metrics are we using to say he's good?
Man, come on.
Listen,
man.
So we got
he's a winner, man. He's a winner.
Parker.
Everywhere
Parker, we got a few comments, man. Rodney Jones, 521, don't believe in me. It's all good, bro. The Bears, it's the Bears. But Roddy clearly
what about the
wants to know, what about the
Cowboys?
Cowboys?
Oh, that's Hot Rod.
Man.
What's up, Coach? Hey,
Listen.
shout out to Coach Hot Rod, one of the greatest coaches in the city of Memphis.
Shout out,
man.
Coach.
We got to try to get Hot Rod on the show. Man, he
Shout
knows
out,
his
Coach.
sports. Man, he was a big-time basketball player, high school, college. Yeah. Man, he loves the kids. He does a great job. Middle school basketball, should be on other levels. He has opportunities. But, that's awesome. He's a Cowboy fan. That's the only thing I got to say about that, man. He's a Cowboy fan.
All I got to say, Coach Rod, and this is with full respect, this is not about you as a person, Coach Rod, but there's a song by Michael McDonald that he did with the Doobie Brothers. And this is for all the Cowboys fans, to be honest with you. And the song is called What a Fool Believes.
You're awful. Man, you're going to have all the Cowboy fans coming after you, man.
I'm just saying, listen. This ain't the Cowboy.
You're going to have all the Cowboy fans come after you. You in dangerous territory.
Listen, I know Memphis is somehow Cowboy Nation. I don't know how. Maybe this all the games we got here. I'm going to tell you now, I actually think the Cowboys are going to be a bit interesting because the coach last year, Schottenheimer, unleashed something with Dak. Look, Dak has weapons. CeeDee Lamb, Pickens, ball players. Speaking of that, you have some information about CeeDee Lamb.
Long story short, CeeDee Lamb was seen holding hands with the former girlfriend, I believe, of Von Miller.
Girlfriend or wife. It could have been
girlfriend or wife. And Von Miller just joined the Cowboys. What you got to say about that, Hot Rod? What you got to say about that?
What a fool believes.
Oh, he just made
it. The power. Hey,
B-Jax with the singing.
Mike McDonald.
Come on, B-Jax with the vocals. B-Jax with the
man,
vocals.
The Cowboys, this ain't it, man. It's more like Yosemite Sam out there.
Hey, man. Hey, B-Jax. Hey, man, it's been a good show. Thank y'all for joining us. We out of time. We ain't out of information. We'll see you next week.
Peace.
Peace.
Yes, sir. Peace out.